When I was 14, my life shattered. I was never a problem kid. I didn't get in fights. I didn't do drugs. I wasn't violent or rebellious. But I was quiet, sad, a little weird maybe. I had trouble making friends, and school wasn't easy for me, especially after I started having panic attacks and missing assignments. I think now, looking back, I was probably dealing with depression and anxiety. But back then, my parents didn't believe in mental health. Instead of helping me, they decided I was a burden. One day, my dad picked me up from school and said we were going on a trip to see my Aunt Karen. I didn't think anything of it. She lived 2 states away, and we used to visit her in the summers. But when we got there, my mom was already waiting with my suitcase. They both hugged me, half-heartedly, and told me I was going to stay with Aunt Karen for a while, and that it was for the best. I didn't understand. I thought I'd done something wrong. I begged them not to leave me. I cried so hard I could barely breathe. My mom just said, "We'll call you soon. This is just temporary." It wasn't. They never called. Not once. They stopped answering mine, too. After a while, I stopped trying. They didn't abandon my little brother, though. He was 10 at the time. Happy, funny, athletic. Everything I wasn't, I guess. He got to stay. They sent him to private school. He had birthday parties, family vacations, weekend soccer tournaments. Meanwhile, I was sleeping on a pull-out couch in my aunt's apartment, trying not to cry myself to sleep at night. Aunt Karen did her best. She wasn't wealthy, but she made sure I had clothes, food, and some peace. She asked me if I was okay. She gave me space to feel. For the first time in my life, I felt like someone actually saw me. I aged out of her care at 18 and didn't have the money or grades to go to college. I bounced between warehouse jobs, food delivery, and working graveyard shifts at gas stations. But in between shifts, I taught myself coding on free sites and YouTube. I read every article, joined forums, took free classes, and built dumb little apps just to learn. By 21, I got a remote freelance job doing small projects. By 22, I was leading a dev team. At 23, I launched a SaaS product that got picked up by a few influencers. And within a year, it exploded. 2 years later, I sold it for just over $4 million. Now I'm 28, financially independent, investing in startups, and mentoring other devs who remind me of where I started. For the first time, I was happy. I had peace, success, a beautiful apartment, and a small circle of people who actually cared about me. Then, 2 months ago, I got a LinkedIn message from my dad. He congratulated me, said he was so proud, and that he always knew I had potential. I stared at the message for 20 minutes before closing it. A few days later, I got a Facebook message from my mom, filled with hearts and just want to reconnect energy. Then a friend request from my brother. At first, I ignored them. I wasn't ready. Then came the messages asking for help. "We're struggling right now. The mortgage is killing us. Your brother's college tuition is through the roof. It would mean so much if you could lend a hand. After all, we raised you." That part got me. "You didn't raise me," I replied. "You gave me away like I was broken. You didn't call. You didn't visit. You made me someone else's responsibility and then erased me like I never existed. The only person who raised me was Aunt Karen, and I already take care of her. I don't owe you anything." Their response? Anger, guilt, accusations. My mom sent a long message about how parents make mistakes and it's time to move on. My dad said I was letting the past ruin our future. My brother even messaged me and said I was being cold and cruel and that I don't understand how hard things have been for them lately. I asked him if he remembered why I left. He said, "I thought you just went to live with Aunt Karen to get better." I told him the truth. I didn't choose to leave. They chose to give up on me. He didn't respond after that. Now they're posting vague things on Facebook like, "Some people forget where they came from, and no matter what, we're still family." My mom even hinted in a comment that I'd abandoned them in their time of need. And maybe this makes me heartless, but I don't feel guilty, not even a little. I have no interest in rewarding people who only remembered I existed once I made money. They made their choice 14 years ago. I made mine now. I send Aunt Karen money every month. I paid off her house. She's the one who took me in when I had no one else. Not because she expected something in return, but because she loved me. That's family. So no, Mom and Dad, you don't get to come back now that I'm worth something. You left me behind. Now I'm leaving you there too.